Good morning, everybody. This is Maria C., the Sizzix lady from 𝐒𝐒𝐴𝐧𝐿𝐻𝐵.com. I want to welcome you today for a fun-filled afternoon with some yummy goodies. So get ready, roll your sleeves up, let's have some fun and learn some new things, see some really cool stuff. And I want to thank you for being here. And thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Teresa. Everybody. So we'll be answering your questions, trying to during the video, and we'll be doing a lot of it maybe right after. So we'll get to those, answer all kinds of questions. Hello, everybody. This is Maria C., the Sizzix lady from 𝐒𝐒𝐴𝐧𝐿𝐻𝐵.com. I want to welcome you again for another edition for some fun Halloween things for the Halloween crop. We're so excited to have you here. And there's some fun things that I want to show you, and I like to kind of try some different machines in that when we're working on things. So, but first what I want to do is talk about our coupons and our show specials, okay? So here they are. We've got the coupon code is Trick Treat Therapy 25 for this one. And when you spend $100, you receive a free 10-piece blending brush set. And also when you spend over 50, you also get free shipping. So you do 100, you get free shipping and the 10-piece blending brush set. So this is ItsCheaperThanTherapy.com. Trick Treat Therapy 25 is the code, and you get that on Sizzix, Renea, VZ Crafts, on all of those lines today. And so we're going to go over a few things, kind of show you something fun that you can make for the Halloween festive time. So get ready, let's have some fun, show you some cool things. And first we're going to start off with the Sizzix, the fold away big shot machine. And so they fold away, this folds completely away. Your handle actually twists and just stays right there. So it can, you know, fit in a really small area, which is really kind of cool. So you just push this button and flip it out. And then these are going to flip down, and they have an arrow on each side with a little lock picture. So you're just going to snap those in on each side, okay? And so the platform that I'm going to use today is actually just the multi-purpose platform. This one is actually sold separately than the platform that comes with yours. The difference is this one has 3 layers of it. The one that would come with yours has 2, which is really, so sometimes if you're embossing things that are thicker, this is a really good one to have on hand. So you get a starter set usually when you buy your machines, but then when you need to do something else, you can actually use those as well. So the first thing what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut these bats. These bats are really cute. And so this is the die, and it's called dimensional bats. And this is what you can make with them, are these cute little bats. And they're really easy to work with, and they make them fun dimensional. And you can actually even make like this little bunch of hanging bats. And you put the ribbon on there and you can actually hang them all. And so this one, you'd actually cut 2 of each, and you would sandwich the ribbon in between, you know, each bat. And so there's 2 different size bats that you get on the die, but this is just really fun and easy to decorate the house, let the kids, keep them busy. And so let's get started on that, okay? So what we have is, we have the die, and we are using this this metallic-y shimmery cardstock. You guys see that okay? It's really pretty and it's really shimmery and kind of a metallic-y type of finish. And so it's really a thick one too. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this. I'm not using any platform at all. So I'm just gonna take this and just run it in the machine like you normally would. Your regular big shot. Run it right on through. And we've got these little bats. And with these little bats, they have score lines in them. So if you decide that you're going to cut several several bats at one time, several layers of cardstock, what's going to happen is sometimes it may cut through the scored lines there. So what you want to do is you want to be really careful. Sometimes when there's crease lines in a die like this, it's quality versus quantity. So sometimes it's only, you know, one sheet, but you can cut different materials and things like that with this as well. So the thick dies will cut shrink plastic, fun foam, thin metal, suede leather, fleece, felt, blue jeans, all different kinds of materials. So let's go ahead and show you how easy it is to fold this guy up. I'm gonna set the machine there for just a moment. And there's these score lines. We're going to start with the valley fold, which is V like a valley, and then we're going to go into a mountain fold. And so this is like just kind of training your folds. And so I'm just going to kind of teach it a little bit of which way that I want to fold. And so basically it's valley folds on each side. So it's really super easy. I'm just going to fold it the way. I'm not going to keep folding it back and forth on each line, because sometimes it makes the paper sometimes look weird, and you don't really need to do that for this. And then now what I'm going to do is fold it all up, give it a little pinch, give that a little pinch in there, and voila. Just kind of straighten that out. And now you have your dimensional bat. That is really just super, super easy to do. And so what she did is she actually took, you know, like a white marker or gel pen and made little eyes. But you can even go a little further if you like. But it's a really super easy, quick, fun thing to make. And I really like it. So that is the dimensional bats. It's one of the thicker dies. And it'll fit in most leading die cutting machines. So I was kind of a little frugal on the paper a little bit. I kind of trimmed it up to fit in there because I want to use that paper as much as I possibly can. So now what we're going to do, it's really super cool on some of these projects. So I want to show you this one. This one's already cut out, so we've already kind of based on how to die cut in that. So you can see here's the Haunted Hills. But there's different dies that are in here. So there's one that does a circle, one that cuts this out, does the scene on the inside of it. And so this is what the die set looks like, which is pretty cool because, you know, there's the whole scene, the trees, the circle, the embellishments, the background, the fence, and little bats. And you can use these pieces on all different kinds of projects. So this is a really great set, but I wanted to open it up to show you that it cuts the circle out of the middle, and then you cut this piece, which actually is what's behind the circle there. And then you've got your scene on the inside of it. It's called the Haunted Hills. And it's actually really a fun set, but you can use these pieces on different kinds of paper projects if you'd like as well. So now what I wanted to show you too are these boxes. These boxes are super cute. I just love these little boxes. And what's great about them is that they're really easy to make. Even the kids and everything could make them, but they're kind of a thick box too. So you can put whatever you'd like in there, and it just fits right on each corner. But I'll show you how these cut out and what different dies that you can use them on. Okay, so when you get the die, you're going to, I'm going to put these out so you can still keep seeing them. And when you get the die, this is the die for the box, and this is the die for the lid. And people are like, oh, well, how do you fold it? How do you make it into the box? And it's actually really, really easy. With that multi-purpose platform, we're going to put it down, and we're going to follow the directions for the wafer thin dies. And I'm going to use this really, really pretty paper. And we have, this is the purple metallic-y one. Really, really beautiful. And this is about 110-pound weight. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these a couple of times for you and show you just how easy it is to put them together. Oh, they want to stick on everything. I like these glitter cutting pads. They don't come with the machine on this, but I like them because when I set them down, I can find them. I have a really hard time, you know, when I'm die cutting. I'm like Edward Scissors hands. Everything is all over the place. I love it, but then it gets to a situation that Let me trim this paper off here really quick. It gets into a situation that just going to take our cutting pad like this and just tear the paper so it works right on the edge. What happens then is I can't find it. I can't find it when I set it down. They're see-through. So when it has that little glitter shimmer, it's actually much easier to see. Okay, so here's the bottom, and there's the other bottom. And then what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to cut the two tops really quick as well. And we're going to do, let's see, some orange and black. Trim that off. Put the cardstock down. Let me get the lid die. There it is. And I'm going to turn it just a hair like that, so when the die goes through, it doesn't like speed bump it. So it kind of turn it just a little bit. Okay, so here's one, and then we're going to do one more. Let's do black. We're going to do black on this one. These papers are just so much fun, and they really make your project feel really a great quality of paper. So some projects, when I'm doing them, if I'm using a thinner cardstock, usually that 65-pound, 80-pound weight is great. But then sometimes when you're doing flip cards and things like that, you really want them to be a really good sturdy quality. Okay, so we got all of our 4 pieces, and then I'm going to do one little black spider web on the top. And this one I'm going to run it through twice just because it has a lot of little pieces and we want to make sure that it cuts out. Get that out of there. And then I'm going to take the little pumpkin and I'm going to cut this one out of there as well. So really easy to work with these dies. So we got the spider web, we got the pumpkin. Now let's get this machine out of there and I can show you how to put these together. All right, look how adorable that is. Okay, so what I'm using is I'm using the Sizzix Express glue with the fine tip bottle. The fine tip bottle comes with a blue tip on there, just like this one, and it lets just a little bit of the glue out, where this one actually puts a lot more out. So when you're just doing your basic stuff and you're doing a bigger piece, you can actually just use the tip off of the Sizzix Express glue. So this is the adhesive that we use with the tips on there. The other thing is I have like a little glass with a wet paper towel, so I'm just going to set that in there so I don't have to keep putting the cap inside the glue right here. So first thing is we're going to train our folds. And I really, really, really love how this works. And so it's always a good idea to always train the folds first, because it makes it, like I said, a much easier to put it together. All right, so how do these go together? Okay, so basically you can do 2 things. You can just glue this together and then do the edges of it, or you can do the corners and do the edges of it. So the last time that I showed this box, we actually did it where it's just did the corners and then did the main part. So I'm gonna move that back there. And you just lay this on top of the square so it just lines itself up. With the liquid adhesive, I kind of pick this up, make sure I'm in there. And this adhesive dries clear and it dries quick. So now what I can do is I'm free to glue these ends together like that. Okay, so we're just going to take a little bit of adhesive and glue each corner. Just Slide your finger down there. These are fun projects, really fun projects, and extremely easy to make and embellish too. And you can even use these other dies that come in this set. And the dies that come in the set are all in here. And I took the spider web one out. The spider web is in there. It even has like a couple little tags and things like that too. So we're going to glue these two together, and then we're going to do the actual box base, okay? So I'm going to set this to the side here for just a moment. And how do these go together? Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You're just going to lay this into the box, and you're going to line up these score lines. Just make sure everything can fold up and line up itself. Okay, but on this particular one, I'm going to do the corners first, and then I'll get some adhesive to do the underneath. I just really want to do my corners first. I'm kind of spread that around just a little bit. Doesn't take much, that's for sure. And I'm just putting pressure underneath and pressure up on the top to get it to adhere down nice. And I'm doing these in different colors. One is that you can do them in different colors as you want as well. Or you can actually see a little bit better. Get that little squeeze. So the bottom isn't cut yet, so then we do the little edges here. And we just got one more to do, and then the bottom really quick. What's nice about these tips on these bottles is they're really, really long. So then you can actually take it and kind of put it in here a little bit. So if you just want to get a little bit in there, and just along that curve, or if you want, you can actually do that part of the box first, whichever way you want. Just kind of wipe it along that edge, and dries clear. So now you have this super cute, adorable box with the lid, and it just fits on there just nice and tight like that. And then you can do different things with it. If you wanted to embellish with the pumpkin, you know, if you wanted a black background on there, so you can embellish with the pumpkin, use some chalks and inks. And then if you wanted to use the spider web, you know, just make sure that all your little pieces come out. And so you can use the die brush and foam pad, kind of showing you how you can just pop these little guys out. But literally, this is the spider and spider web that would just fit right on top. And they're designed to fit on there, but like I said, you can use them for all different kinds of projects. So that is the silhouette, Halloween silhouette box, which is really, really adorable. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just do a little bit of show and tell and talk about some of the other projects that we have to show you and share with you. One of them is we're gonna start off with Tim Holtz. I know if some of you haven't seen our other videos and things, but I really wanted to share these with you because they're just spectacular. And so what we have is we have Scully, and he is really cute, and he has all these different pieces that you can layer on him. And so what's really kind of cool about it, here's the die set. You get all of those dies that are shown up there in the corner. But with the spider and spider web is that you can do the spider web and just do a portion of it, and then on the inside you can take the other portion of it like it's coming down. And in some cases, some people are doing the spider web as white or silver, and we have silver in that metallic as well. Adorable. One of the other alphabet sets that's new I wanted to show you is the shadow. And so we got upper, lower, and numbers. Upper, lower, and numbers. These guys are just the cutest. These guys right here. And they're called trick-or-treaters, but they're actually a lot bigger than what they show on the front of the packaging. And you can make them all different kind of characters. And I bet with your creativity that you can even make them into more. Look at that. So, so cute. My friend made all these cards for me. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. This one is called Haunted. This one is Haunted. You get all those dies there. And with the Haunted and the Gatekeeper die set, I like the Gatekeeper one too. It could be used in all different kinds of ways as well. And that is this one. This one here shows the little trick-or-treater people. And I know we got the die around here, but we got it's called Halloween Silhouettes. Here it is. The Halloween Silhouettes. And they're just like these little trick-or-treaters, and they're coming up to the house. But this house is actually cut in half, so you can use the other half of the house or portion of it on the inside and use one of the other little kids running up to the house as well. And you can cut different things. They're showing like little balloons or things like that that they're carrying. And I'm going to just show all the different layers and things that are on here. They're just spectacular. Spectacular. Okay, so now we have this one. Again, is one of my favorites. And just because he's just got so much character and he's got some attitude. And this one says, being human is exhausting, so be an owl. And this is one of the kind of clear front cards. We don't give a hoot. Isn't that hilarious? I love it. So this here is just the different layers and things that you can make with them. But you can make them in all different kinds of other colors too. So don't be afraid to change things up. You don't always have to do everything the way that it's supposed to be or the way that you think that it is. And that's where your creativity comes from. And that's the great thing about the dies. You can make them with whatever color that you want. Okay. So, oh, there's a couple more that was hiding. Here we go. We've got more of that spider web. And on the inside, I knew there was a couple that were hiding. We got this one. Got some fun with the alcohol inks. And again, on the inside of it's got that web. Just think if you use that metallic-y paper too. This is kind of a shiny paper, so it really gives it that shine. You can kind of see with the different light and stuff. All right, this one is Karen Burniston. And this one here, I just want to point out to you, there's different ways that you can use this. Is that you can use it with, decorate it for whatever season. This one here is you could do like a little cottage. You could do a gingerbread house. You could even do a haunted house. But this one is what's called is the floating floor. There's a floor that kind of pops up and stuff. And so you get all of these different dies. But again, these are in different pieces. So you can use the house and fence and all of that in different aspects. And so this one is not even using the house. Oops, I got to glue down my little graveyard there. But you can see the fence, the bird, and there's other different die sets that you can get too. This one here is the 1013. There's 1014. This one is 1015. But you can do it in so many different ways. Now, there's the little scary hand right here. What's really cool about that hand is that when you cut it, the hands don't just cut out. They actually have a score line or a fold line right there, not even a score line, where you can cut them out of the ground and kind of bend them up like they're coming out of the ground, which is really super cute to do. And so this is Halloween Elements. This is a really great set for the Halloween in that. This one here is the flip frame pop-up. What's really great about this one is we did this one on one of the make and takes just recently, but you know, when you're using the die, these are all different dies and flowers and layers and things like that. The one main thing, the one die piece, is this one back here that makes that little thing pop up. So this is the spider web, and then the bat from another set. That was actually from the Silhouette box set. We used the 2 different size bats. And then we have, it pops up. And we did the oval crosshatch from Karen Burniston on this one. And we are definitely your go-to people for Sizzix, Karen Burniston, Renea Paper, VZ Crafts. We do the Riley & Company Funny Bones. And so this is that really pretty paper. And so you could keep it, makes it kind of look like there's like a harvest moon. We did it on both sides, wanted it on both sides. And so you can do your sentiment. You can do this as a shaker, and we'll show you a couple other little samples that we've got here too. So this one is just made, so you got to kind of train it to fold and pop up. So you got to do that several times on there. And that's the flip frame pop up. And then, oh, here it is, the Halloween scene. There's that one die that's got the graveyard and the tree and the bat and spider and another spider web. And so that's really a great, it coordinates with, you know, the house and fence or other pieces as well. Now we've done the photo collage pop-up. We've shown you that one before. And what's really great about that one is that you don't have to always make it into an actual photo collage. You know, you don't have to make it into an actual photo collage. I'm gonna put this here because we're gonna talk about that here in just a minute. But look at all the different Halloween things from Karen Burniston and that you can put on the inside. But you can make as many of these as you want. There was one that we have that just only has like 4 pieces, has like 4 little pictures on there. But you can put anything that you want in these. So don't be afraid to bend your creativity just a little bit more. All right, okay, so let's talk about our show specials here. And like I said, we have the additional 25% off, Trick Treat Therapy 25 on these lines right here. There it is, 𝐒𝐒𝐴𝐧𝐷𝐒aperthanTherapy.com. And what we're gonna do too is if you order today and tomorrow, so this is on the 11th and the 12th, so if you order on the 11th and the 12th, then we're also going to send a free die set that's been pre-selected for you. We're going to send that in with the whole kit. And we also have some more of the Maria's Surprise Sizzix boxes, and we just got a few left, so we're almost out of those. And we had sold out once, and we had gotten more in. So we can get rid of those there for you. And so if you do the blending brush set, this one here is the blending brush set. You're going to get 10 pieces. We've used a couple of them, but you're going to get 10 pieces of these. These are excellent, excellent blending brushes. So you're going to get that when you spend $100 after discounts, okay? And so we want to thank you so much again for joining us today. I hope you guys enjoy the crop. I so miss having to be there with all of you, you know, sharing and everything. That I miss just seeing all of your faces, and I can't wait till we can see them again. So let me show you just a couple more of that flip frame. That flip frame one. So it doesn't always have to be Halloween. I wanted to kind of show you that. So we have this one here. And see how nice that he pops up? So sometimes you just gotta squeeze him in there. Then we have this one here. These are the safari animals, the words celebrate, the words go wild. Look at that. The color is gorgeous. This one's Kelly Booth. Thank you, Kelly Booth. Sherry. And this one is also Kelly Booth. So he's got little wiggly eyes, but you can hear some more things in there. So see how you can make them into a shaker card? I'm going to kind of shake them, and then you're going to... So it doesn't always have to be a sentiment. It could be a picture. It could be whatever it is that you want. You can even make little pockets with the nature. So we are your go-to people, Sizzix, especially Sizzix and Karen Burniston, Renee Paper, and all the other lines. But we are so proud to sell them. We carry the entire line of Karen Burniston, and we carry tons and tons and tons of Sizzix. Their line is so big. And we carry all of Renee, the foil papers. And I wanted to show you those really quick. So let me grab these cards. And we're almost out of time. We've got the Haunted Variety Pack. And we've also got them in Starstruck and also solids. And with the solids, the glossies, all of your solids have gold on the back. So if you get tired of using this color, you can always find something with gold. Now the Starstruck paper has this star pattern on it, and it's on both sides of the paper. So there is no gold on the other side. It is on both sides of it. And then these are the variety packs, and I just pulled this one just because it's the haunted variety pack. And, you know, so you get the marigold, the emerald, and the ebony, and you get them in Starstruck and glossies, and you get 2 sheets of each of those. So there's 12 in each pack. So check these out. Check out our So Specials, and we're gonna say thank you so much again for letting us join you on your Halloween crop today. Thank you so much. Don't forget our show specials, and don't forget to check us out on social media. It's 𝐒𝐒𝐴𝐺𝐻𝑒aperthanTherapy.com on a website and Facebook. So here you go. Don't forget, Trick or Treat Therapy 25.